What community feel they're the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the media.
CA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Jackson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, report!
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Jackson will keep it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. At the 20. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A 1st carry for Elijah Mitchell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Here's Wilson. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They go play action with Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Smith, the man in motion left. Now Jackson on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because
he's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 84 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Going long here for Wallace. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. One more time with Dobbins. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception. And we know that's not going to jumpstart this score.
And it's intercepted in the end zone.
Picked off by Odafe. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson options out left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant.
No. You change it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receiver took advantage.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Yo. Nice hot.
Play action. Now Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. Well, we saw him score on the ground earlier in the ball game. This time, the defense says not so fast.
Yeah, that's good scouting and good awareness, isn't it? Because you always have to be wary of him keeping it himself, especially in this part of the field. Because if he...
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion right is Wilson. On 1st and 10, Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Another run with Mitchell. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Rolling to his right. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. Dobbins with it. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, get it out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles.
He's got a man, complete.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds, down inside the 35.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Throwing now is Wilson.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Point after, right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing.
He's got it at the 15. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One last shot for Jackson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. They